Loves to employ the speed. Good turn on the left foot. And a chance for Muhyiddin. Should go for a... He should have been going for a shot as well, but he gets a penalty instead. Here it is again. Muhyiddin goes for this ball. Does he have possession? Yeah, well...
No, that's a dive. That is a dive.
No penalty there.
That is a dive
as well. He simply smears himself on the defender. Here it is again. He has one touch on the ball. Here is the opposite side of it. Well,
it's a dive.
The honest truth is that Temesgen Darese gets himself in front of Muhyiddin, but he doesn't tackle him down. With Dire Dawa having a chance here. And it's in the net. Nuri sent on the other side, while the ball is put on his left side. Very well taken penalty by Daniel Hailu. Totally impossible to save for Nuri. And that changes the scoreline at the Dire Dawa, with Hailu getting himself. This one lifted into the box. Mujib! He's putting in the net. He knows exactly where to put himself, and he heads it so far away from the goalkeeper. The ball's coming in one direction. He pushes it in the other direction. We know that it's difficult to get the goalkeeper to recover from something like that. And the once very commanding Daniel Ajay is beaten by Mujib. And
Daniel Ajay.
Lebri. Mujib cuts it away from the goalkeeper, who has veered off on the right side. And Mujib scores his 17th goal, but in good fashion as well. He doesn't mind the celebration. He's going to get a yellow card for that, of course. But there's a massively big celebration, almost as if he had promised the team that he's going to score 2 goals. And he has actually put everything. Playing very calmly today. And a good ball to Gezahenya. Now a chance for a left foot shot. It's in the net. You just need to get the right shot and the right power in it as well. In the right position. And Gezahenya changes this scoreline here.
Look at his focus on the ball. Good technique, good power behind the ball. There was no way Gezahenya was going to miss that one. And he puts in his 4th goal of the league.
Well, Girma Disasa with the goalkeeper coming offline. Disasa will chip him. It's in the net. Girma Disasa gets one of the most beautiful, calculated goals in the Ethiopian Premier League. By Gezahenya with a header. And then we'll get a fumble here. They don't take the ball away. Here is Girma, gives himself a through pass. The goalkeeper is already off the line. Girma, and by the time that Jamal is trying to get back, it's too late.
Well, we talk about the TIC, technique, insight, and communication. That technique, that is pure insight by Disasa Girma. There was no way that was going to miss that ball. The goalkeeper is way...
Mama just to put it away from the goalkeeper, and then they deny with it. It's in the net! Sidaba opened the score, and it threw Sidibe. Well, it's Afolabi. It's Okiki Afolabi. He ultimately is the one who puts it in the net. Chips a long one forward to Gezahenya. He's put it in the net. Sidaba have made it 2-0. But Tamu Gezahenya, powered by a goal area on by his older brother, by Gezahenya, equally scores in this game today. Oh, and it's a celebration that they have been practicing for very long. What a shot from the right side. Right this time round. Well, a hand shot into the net. He does get it right. What a shot from Mamadou Sidibe. The Malian proves but the technical qualities for a game like this. Ethiopia Buna side, and Abubakar Dase, he knows exactly what to do. Has he put this in the net? Yes, he has. From the most difficult of angles, he beats the goalkeeper and the defender as well. And he positions himself in a place that he knows, should there be a mistake by the defenders, he will capitalize on it. And sure as he bet, there is a mistake by the defender. And Abubakar Dase scores in the 8th minute of the second assistant, Mulune Bedada, has moved to position to indicate that it is a penalty. The guilty man here will be Mintesinot Kebede. Oh, it's a foul, Gilbert. It's a foul. But I'll let the secret stay Fuad Fareja and Ebol Mamo. Fareja puts it in the net. And Sebeta level the scores in the 45th minute of the game. From a penalty that has been given out of a tackle on Fitsum Gebre-Maria. Fuad Fareja makes no mistake as well. Sends the goalkeeper on the other side. But a big run by Abubakar Nasser. Puts it in the net. Will pick up an injury as well. But the goal will stand. Because the flag was down. And it's going to probably be the fastest goal again after resumption by Abubakar Nasser. What a run down on the right side and then takes a very hard shot from that side. It's quite a pity that he picks up an injury in the process as well, because that mars the celebration. We'll be looking at our best to go about it as Jiba bring it across and put it in the net. Lovely little touch coming off to Mesgen Darese. But the work being done on the left side. This is just about 20 seconds into the start. Probably angry again for one of the fastest goals. Well, looking for a chance at a shot, and instead going down easily. It's deflected into the net, this one. Well, it's going to count for Awasa. The test of character we're talking about is the one that lets them down in the very last minute of the game here. A very unlikely scorer as well for the Awasa side. But they say all players can score. It takes the first shot there, and then the deflection here. Going out to celebrate on the other side. Look at Mulugeta is Dire Dawa side. Are they going to get into a position for a shot? Here is Muhyiddin Musai. He's put it in the net. This has already crossed the line. We were wondering why he was taking a lot of time before taking the shot, but ultimately Muhyiddin Musa beats the goalkeeper and the defender as well, who couldn't slide on time to remove it from the area. Nice little touch here, and popped into the net by Sintayehu Mengistu. He has those lovely little touches that make the biggest of differences in a game. And Mengistu gets himself onto the scoreline again after being provided for what he cannot really miss. A very enticing provision for him right in front of goal.
Bernard, is the calmness of Chernet Guk.
You'll be able to see it again here. The player goes to the ground, but with both hands touches the ball there. He's the highest scorer on the side as well. He's already scored one, he scores another one. Doesn't labor to put the ball in the net, but he simply just goes for a tough, hard shot in the direction that he has chosen and displaces the goalkeeper. Sintayehu, he's being told he's going to execute the dance that they practiced earlier on. He's a happy, well, tries to set it up to Abebayehu. They've taken a lovely one from the midfield, from Barakat Wale, and they put the game away from the Dire Dawa side. Nicely built up by Sintayehu Mengistu and Panom Gatoch. And a 91st minute strike by Barakat Wale. This one, because here it's a matter of speed here. No, Afolabi will get a penalty. I thought he had already left the ball onto the other side, but Afolabi, I think, is sharp enough to know that he was turning in one direction and he had position, and then the touch coming off Sibretu is the one that gets him the penalty. Gibraltar Seo with a big task to try and save this one. He doesn't even make an effort to go for it. It's in the net with Dawit Teferaguta as a man who gets himself in the score chart. Sidama are enjoying themselves. Very nice to come back with Viga here. Mamo sending it onto the right side, looking for a left foot shot. It's in the net by Abdissa Jamal, quite unexpectedly taking it on the foot that was least expected to be going onto that ball. And that is what it was going to take to change this game here. Mamo's very quick turn onto the right side, and Abdissa Jamal's equally fast foot on it is what makes a difference. Another test will be coming in his way. They claim a handball. Yeah, they could just put the ball in the net. It's going to count as a goal. The referee has pointed to the center. Do they see the referee? Yes, they do. You know, the hardier side is not sure about what is going on, but this has been put in the net by Dawa Otesa. and it's going to count. You've got to look at the advantages that you get with the Kuba Kamara beaten here. They can't in there from outside.
Yes, that's a foul.
That's the equivalent of a handball. And Cubs it on his left foot, looking for the closest, and he finds it. That's the way to take a free kick. And Jima Abajifar will be celebrating the first goal in the 32nd minute of the game here at the Dire Dawa International Stadium. What a shot coming from Surafel. Now they're going to have to do what everybody expected, but I don't think there was... Here is a chance. Oseiba Wuli is put it in the net. It would have been more difficult to miss this one than to put it on the net. The easiest of the options was to put it on the net. Left unmarked in the box. And Jima Abajifar again caught napping at a time when they should have been clearing the ball. I think they were still reeling from the fact that they could have conceded a penalty. And they forgot about Oseiba Wuli on his own. He stays onside. He's right in the middle there, next to the penalty area. And the ball comes where the ball is. It's not almost getting to be able to get the ball from there. Mawuli has capitalized on another nice ball. He's chipped it away from the goalkeeper and has put it in the net. In fact, the bench did not know whether that was going to go into the net or not, and started the celebration a little bit late. But Oseiba Wuli has a brace in today's game, and the second one of them, the best of them all at the moment. Lovely little chip that beats Abubakar Nouri. The players didn't know the two men who play as goalkeepers. This one is in the net from Biruk Bayene. Finally, having been changed into a striker and taking that striking position, he's picked up a very loose ball and has hit it hard enough and put it in the net for his side. 1-0 for Awasa.
It's a big run in the offing. The support that comes from Guksa. On a very low
cross with a chance. Oh, he's put it in the net. Changing the scoreline here. It is a goal in the 20th minute. And of course, a lot of people are wondering how that has come to be. But a man who's always coming in as a substitute, Idris Said, gets himself onto the ball. Again, the same runs on the right side. Another 45 coming in. The defenders have deflected it, and that's why it's gone in. And it has counted as well from Degu Debebe. But the defenders help it into the net because they almost turn it in. Sinho Mensah is complaining that the defensive formation is not right at this moment, and is the one that has let them down. More than the other side. This takes a deflection. It goes into the net. It's a deflection that puts it in. And Awasa have pulled back the goal and are now level again. Oh, it's going to be a game and a half here today. Here is the rebound. It's gone into the net. It comes from a distance. And it must be Isaias who will be celebrating this one. Again, completely finding himself in the open spaces where he has loved playing from. And not being marked there. Is a very good afternoon to you. He's been voted best player previously. Here is the header, and it's in the net. It's Dawa Hotesa. Regardless of what you think about him, regardless of what happens on the field, Dawa Hotesa never disappoints. He scored the lovely goal against Adama in the 76th minute. And today, 3 minutes before then, he puts the ball in the net for the first goal in this game. The cross coming in from Umedu Kwa 11 and 2012 and 13. Actually, yeah, that season of 20 of it. Up onto the corner, it's in the net. It's Segaseo is a bad. The defender Segaseo Demanu puts his head to it and changes the scoreline. Well, what a good delivery coming from Eno Carficho on the left side. Well, the lovely floodlit Dire. This one goes into the net. Well, from quite a distance, the Dire Dawa side have a goal here. That was quite unexpected. Well, it came from Enoch Isaias. A free kick that he takes from so far off. Nobody touches it. The last person expected to touch it would have been the goal. And Dire Dawa have opened the scoring here from Enoch Isaias. Was it? It's not even Odessa, it's Alemu. Fitsum, he puts it in the net. He replicates the shot that was taken on the other side by Edo Kesayas. He takes his on his right foot and he beats Fireu, get out to it, levels the scores in the 46th minute of the game. You could call it 47th if you want, but Fitsum is back on the score chart with a Arnold still looks like the biggest of them all. You're looking for a chance for another shot from Mujib. It's in the net. 2 minutes and 50 seconds, and Mujib scores his 18th goal in the Ethiopian Premier League. It was all about getting a firm footing on the ball and having an accurate shot with the power in it. I would have beaten anyone in that goal area. The first instinct was a little bit of a fumble, but ultimately gotten back to the men who they rely on for the goals here. And by a Malian right hand. Here comes the corner. Mamadou Sidibe with a hand shot. It's punched into the net. It's Afolabi. We were just talking about how difficult it becomes to mark Afolabi even when there's two of you. But Mamadou Sidibe and Afolabi combination is a combination of disaster and destruction here. What a celebration as well, Gilbert. A penalty.
For the first time, that's a good...
They've put the ball in the net and they're celebrating from that corner. It's Rafael Danacho brings it, and the header is well taken right into the net, changing the scoreline here. And this is the header by Fikadu Alemu, the 66th minute. His Premier League title, but they know the big lead. Fossil
Mamo.
Very well carved into the area. It takes the post and it's in the net. Well, it's been scored by Ashale Otamene. The goalkeeper, of course, is flat-footed. He's wondering where the defenders were. Ashale Otamene rises above everybody else to first hit it on the post and deflects it. Frank Natal wouldn't show on his face, but he's happy about the fact that they're leading this game now. In the 12th minute of the game. So, yeah, now he knows and gets into the right position. This will count in the 4th minute of the game. But Mawuli Osei was avoiding being in the offside. And he did the right thing at that moment, totally avoiding. And Butcher Shura does well not to give him the ball in that very first instance. He would have been adjudged to be in the offside. But he just runs and runs and runs. And they get the better of Megbib Degifu very, very early here. Mawuli Osei scored 2 goals in the last game just because of his instinct. It bangs onto the wall. Second shot goes directly to Megbib, who doesn't hold it. It's in the net. It's a second goal. 18th minute. It comes from a rebound. So that will be a big question this time round. I will join Gilbert in asking what are the defenders doing about it. But that's the second goal here. A chance to show exactly what he's got with a very good one in the net by the very technical, very amiable, big, tall, lanky striker Sinta Yehu Mengistu. Doesn't struggle to put this in the net. Gets a very good feed from the... Here is Cherry net. This time he gets a shot. It's in the net. Finally, that ball and that kind of shot in that kind of position. And coming from a time when Cherinet is the one who originated a move, which ended with his shot being parried off by Mintesino on the Dire Dawa side. And a penalty has been given here. The referee says that Sunday Mutuku handled the ball here. The appeal not being listened to. Here it is. Mutuku is close by there. Does it go to his hand? Is a question that we will be asking ourselves. We got a close look at it as well.
No,
it doesn't touch his hand.
No.
He moves his hand behind, but he certainly does. Oh, he does then. From this angle, it does. And the only problem is he moves his hand, you know, as it touches him. Odessa's trying to read what direction Musa might take it to. He puts it in the net categorically and with a very hard shot. Not stopped at all by the goalkeeper. It counts as a goal for the Dire Dawa side. And Muhyiddin Musa scores his 8th goal. It's going to be a corner. Ooh, lovely little flick. It's in the net from Ketani Kebede. You could have seen it from a distance, from a mile away. Just the way he was soaring up in the air and the way he touched it is what endears you to the striker, who now puts in yet another goal, makes it 12th but quite in style is what you will be looking at. Him through, but in a very acute angle. And a chance here that has been turned in by Temesgen Derese. Believe it or not, Temesgen Derese has scored 2 of the quickest goals in resumption. And this one is about 16 seconds. He beat his own record of 28 seconds that he scored against Awasa. He's done it again, Temesgen Derese. And they've called in fifth here for the Jiba
being spoken in that box for sure. Simretu just not getting onto that one.
A good shot here, it goes into the net. Lovely shot from Ramadan Yusuf. The same shot he should have taken on the left side. Now he takes it from the right side, but he takes it with the left foot and pumps it past Sakuba Kamara and into the net. And Walkite are leading this one with 2 minutes of added time given in the 45th minute of the game. What a shot coming from Ramadan Yusuf. Is equally big, and it's a hard shot, it's in the net. It changes everything here. A very last-minute strike by Israel Eshetu. Well, what a shot coming from the Adama side by Belaya Baide. A very last-minute substitute. It changes things here. 1-1 in the 91st minute of the game. Here is the one that goes into the net. And today, an early goal from the Hania side, being celebrated on the other side by Mohamed Muntari. And Samaki, of course, will be a very unhappy man today. They're not marking properly in there. A hanging header. The ball. This touch, a very short corner, floated into the area, and it's in the net. It's an early one. And when the rest are just getting the ball behind them and looking at a time when they are not really expecting it, Bezab Malayu, it should be, has managed to get his small frame of body, and his cross comes up. Oh, Wasenu! He's on target again. Celebrated for Wasenu Ali. We'll see it again. And how composed he was, Gilbert. It's going on to the left side. Menyelu's opening up. Look at Wasenu, totally unmatched. Calmly. Oh, he lets a mistake be made by the defender
it's
here.
A defreeze. It actually come from a defreeze. That's an own goal. That's an own goal. But you can still say that
Wasenu initiates it.
Yes, he initiates it.
I mean, he was shooting. And Menyelu Andimu is coming out here. That is not a foul. He didn't intend it, and he doesn't do anything about it. He pulls himself and smears himself on Menyelu Andimu.
Absolutely.
Neither is he facing the goal area. Pitsum versus Sean Mered. He still puts it in the same place in the net. And Sebeta get the equalizing goal in the 52nd minute of the game. Pitsum Gebe Mariam takes it very calmly, puts it in the net. Scoreline has changed. Menyelu Andimu is ahead, brings that nice one to Fitsu Balebu. He's carved himself through a lot of feet, and then this one takes the crossbar. Sometimes just very good evening to you.
Just before Msalo got into that's good goalkeeping.
Kita going on the right side, got in the back.
Oh, and it's in the net! It's Mujib Kasiba. What's with speed here? From the cross coming on from the right side. Very well taken by Shibekit Guksa. And all the defenders watching it. Mujib just deflects it into the net with going round Million Selemon. And the cross, no one touching it, Gilbert.
That's the only way to permit to that defense. That is a little trick by Shibekit Guksa with a hard shot right in front of him.
Run by Bezab Meleyu. And it's landed in the net. Oh yeah, he's got a celebration to boot as well, and a pose that actually reflects exactly how beautiful that goal has been executed. Lovely word from Bezab Meleyu. It looked like he was playing so casually all through the game, but the way it's about in the net is quite unexpected from. Well, here is a goal that has been scored after the goalkeeper was off his line, and I think it's going to be Saif Zakira who's going to be taking credit for it. He doesn't waste time in punching it into the net. They pull one back with just about 5 minutes of play remaining. Does well not. Yeah, Libre, this one is onside. Again, technically put in the net. He's got to be the most technical player we've seen in the Ethiopian Premier League. In the way for them, Mengistu Sintayo is back again on the field with a goal, much to the disappointment of Frank Natala. Well, you've got to marvel at this very tall and lanky striker who scored in every game in which... Here is Libre Didier. That is going to be a penalty. Now that is missing the goal. He has possession of the ball as well, and he's tackled from behind, being denied an obvious goal scoring opportunity. That has no question at all. The ground is soggy where the ball is placed, but Sintayehu and Barunegash. Sintayehu has put it in the net. A second goal for Sintayehu. Oh, he can afford a backflip as well. So we might as well assume that Sintayehu is almost back to full fitness. A penalty shot in the 67th minute changes the scoreline in favor of the Walaita. And a classic one for that matter. That comes from Abol Yaleo. Rekindling a little hope that St. George can probably come back into this game. A nice bicycle kick in front of all the defenders. No one marking him. And Abel Yaleo with some good precision as well. Yeah, even from that header, there are three men who are in the offside.